Hey guys, today's hot topic will be Watches and Wonders 2022 with the release of Rolex, Tudor, Patek Philippe and many other brands. Now this video I wanted to talk about Rolex and Tudor specifically. Now with the new release Rolex, in their lineup there are a few watches that caught my eyes. One of them will be the Rolex Gmt Master Ii. Now this watch is very unique in my eyes because I don't know, like it shows that Rolex is doing a lot to be inclusive by producing a left-hand model for the public, which is a great thing. I mean, it looks nice. The black and green bezel looks amazing. However, I have seen that watch in some photos. It looks like the same green bezel from Submariner. Now, it looks a bit washed out compared to the photos. Obviously, the photos are rendered. They will look spectacular compared to real life. But it seems a bit disappointing that they can't produce such a rich, cool, vibrant green like the photos. Now, and also one thing that I found, personally, I found it a bit of an eyesore is, or it might take a bit of a time to get used to it, is why would Rolex change the date position? I mean, it looks weird. If you look at Tudor Patagos LHD, their left-hand drive model, they have the date window at 3 o'clock, which is in a normal position. But this one, it's on at 9 o'clock. I mean, they're not saving money in production. They've actually probably wasted more money because they have to manufacture a new batch of dials specifically for this watch. Whereas if they kept the window in the 3 o'clock, they can use part of their mass production user from the Batman or Pepsi. So I'm just wondering, what is the benefit of having a 9 o'clock window? There is really no benefit. In fact, it just costs more for manufacturing point of view. But it is unique, and I'm pretty sure it will sell like hotcakes. Personally, I mean, if I have a chance of obtaining it, I would go for it regardless. Even though I'm a right-handed person, it makes no difference. You would find some stupid excuse for yourself to buy it. It's just like saying, oh, the crown is at a better position. It doesn't hurt my wrist or so on. You'll find some silly excuse for yourself to make this purchase. Now, beside this, the other sports model which caught my eyes would be the Air King. Now, as an ex Air King owner, I feel like I'm happy about it with the new release because one of the complaints I have was the lack of noom in the previous 116900. With the new 369 being noom, it just gives a bit more pop at night. And also with the extra 0 in front of the 5 in the first index, it makes the watch more symmetrical and it looks more balanced. And the crown guard is another nice touch. Now the most important thing I found is the double lock clasps. Now I think that is a great update because it aligns this particular model with other new sports model. Previously, out of all the sports model, only the Air King and the Milgaus, it doesn't have the double lock clasp. And I feel like, being a sports model, they should have that as standard. I think that is probably one of the easiest way to identify between the sports model and the classic model. But in my eyes, I think, looking through the new release, I think only a handful which will benefit the general public because as usual, any Rolex nowadays, it's basically unattainable. You walk into a store, it's basically 90% to 100% empty. And going through the list, you have your bunch of sports model which is forgettable. You have your day date, which is also very popular nowadays, and it's impossible to get. and it might be out of reach for some people as well because they are a lot more expensive with their precious metal. That's why going through the whole list, personally, I find a couple of model which is more interesting is the Datejust 36 and 41 in olive green dial. Now these are spectacular. I've seen one in the 31mm and they look nice. The green dial is spectacular. I love it. I would love to have one. And it feels like out of the whole range, that watch is the most, you have a possibility of getting one in comparison to the others. Because with the others, unless you're VIP or you spend thousands and thousands and thousands, putting on the waiting list is just a joke, and you can basically forget about it. But with the Datejust, at least there is a chance. If you've been nice to the sales rep, they might be able to source you one. Going through the whole website, one thing I was disappointed is the Oyster Perpetual. They've dropped most of the color. The red is gone, the yellow is gone. A lot of them are gone, and especially OP41, the Tiffany color dial is completely gone now, which is a shame. And it's, yeah, I can imagine the price on the secondary market, on the grey market, it's gonna hit the sky. It's gonna be insane. I just can't wait to see what people are asking for. Obviously they can ask for anything they want, but would there be a person willing to pay what they are asking for? That's a totally different subject. But everyone will think their watch will be the most valuable, they will cost the most. So it is what it is, basically. Now for Tudor, this year their release is, to me, it seems a bit disappointing, because looking at the Tudor range, there is 5 new watches, I believe. 2 of them basically, the Tudor Royal, the Black Bay 31, 36, 39, 41. I mean, the new variants isn't that interesting, so I don't think there's much to talk about it or someone. And I don't think they are the most popular models anyway. Now, the most eye-catching one will probably be the Black Bay Pro. I mean, I kind of have a mixed feeling about the Black Bay Pro. It looks too much like a Explorer, but yet, it's not an Explorer. Then why would you do that? Why can't you just be the new Black Bay 58 GMT like everyone wanted? You have that capability. You're basically doing the GMT function anyway. So just change the bezel back to a normal bezel. That will be so awesome, and it will sell like hotcakes. Especially the popularity of the 39mm case. Everyone will. I would get one basically. With that stainless steel bezel, I just have second thought. I'll probably wait until like a year or two until they release some colorful bezel, because it's most likely the case they will do that down the track anyway. Kind of like similar to the Black Bay Chrono, where they started off with the stainless steel bezel and then they changed to the black bezel. Now the Black Bay GMT, that watch, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I can see it feels like the Root B, but it just doesn't have that pop compared to the Rolex GMT. I mean, the Rolex GMT Root B, maybe one thing that I like that watch so much is because it has rose gold, while this one's just gold. I mean, it's just too retro for my liking. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys like it, please leave a comment. I would really love to get your thoughts on this particular watch. Same with the Black Bay Chrono. I mean, I was a fan of the two-tone. I love the color, the black dial with the two circle. But now with the new one, I just not too sure because it just feels a bit too much gold. Yeah, but basically that's my take. I mean, this year I don't find anything from Tudor interesting. However, like last year, Tudor slowly releases a new model every month for a couple of months, even after Watches and Wonder was over. So hopefully in the next few months we'll see a few new variants, new model coming up from Tudor. As you can see, the Tudor is constantly promoting a cross. Seems like there is a crossover watch between Tudor and Red Bull anyway. So hopefully that will be a bit more interesting, and we'll talk about that at a later date or so on. That's pretty much my initial thoughts for Rolex and Tudor this year. Let me know what you think. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.